And so those people who don't know me, I play stupid songs on a ukulele. Some of them short, some of them long. It's a short one just to get things, the measure, and see where we're at. It's called Super. Look up there in the sky, can you see that flying by? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Could it be a superhero? No, it's definitely a bird. So short, you see, that's the main thing with those. This one is for anyone who's got a lazy dog. This is called Rover. Oh Rover, you never fetched a ball. Oh Rover, you don't roll over or give me a paw. Oh Rover, I don't want this little song to do you a disservice, but you've not been quite the same since you came back from the taxidermist. So yeah, that's kind of the way this kind of works. Hello to everybody, greetings, I'm the Eddie Johnston bit, there's me, merch. And yeah, thank you to Sofa Sessions, hiya, lovely to see you. Apologies for the start, maybe that can be edited, who knows. But yeah, thank you for giving me the chance to play some more silly songs. If there are great big noises in the middle of this, that will be my son who's ignoring me and is playing on his computer next door. I mean, you know, what can you do? That's what isolation does to us all. This is a serious song, kind of. It's called Society. Deep. There's unwritten rules in society, an etiquette that we all have to get through. There are some things that the world will forgive, but there's others that you still shouldn't do. You can leave your elbows on the table, sit in the silent carriage with a hacking cough, but when you're naming a newborn baby boy, just don't call him Adolf. Still too soon. So yeah, there's that one. I did want to edit it about the cough bit for current situations, but there's nothing else that really rhymes with Adolf. So whilst I do this nonsense and this kind of continues, I did think, normally I have kind of like loads of bits and pieces, and I haven't got any of that tonight. It's just straight songs, but we did find the fact that you can put filters on. Now, this is new to me. I don't do this kind of bits and pieces very often, but this is a filter that you can look and take your glasses off and they're still ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. Who does this kind of thing? Some people do this for fun, you know. But I thought I might change the filter a little bit. Oh, yeah, lovely stuff. Let's go with that one, why not? I'm going to mess around with some of these during some of these songs and we'll see where we go. This is an up-to-date version of an old song, because when you play the ukulele, all people generally ask you is, do you know any George Formby songs? Well, they should ask you that, but a girl the other day asked me, do you know any George Foreman? I didn't have the heart to tell her. This is an updated version. Calling up the IT guy can be a real pain. All he ever says is turn it off and on again. Waiting for the buffer sign seems like it's a waste of time. My old computer worked just fine when I'm installing Windows. Control-Alt-Delete, there's no going back. Even though the old version's cat told you I should have bought a Mac. When I'm installing Windows, every day it seems my system's got a brand new glitch. Stress is rising so high I'd like to chuck it in a ditch. It's loading up, so feet up now. Did I forget to back up somehow? Hope my life's stored in the cloud. When I'm installing Windows, I know that if it had been me, I'd have deleted the history. Cause if you could see what I could see when I'm installing Windows. Turned out nice again, didn't it? There we go. Grand, you can have that one. Just realised the fact that we're gradually tilting sideways. Oh well, not to worry. Not to worry, we keep going and crack on as we mean to. Technical difficulties and all of that. Let's change our filter, shall we? That seems to be important. So, as we move along, I mean, you can have all kinds of stuff. I could make myself look like a princess if I really wanted to, or I quite like, what is it, this one? This one's a little bit, yeah, I'm going to, in fact, I'm going to step off them for a bit. Let's try and actually have a song without nonsense in it. Well, that's ever going to happen. You're hearing Eddie Johnston big gig. Yeah, I know. It's not going to. Stay there. Stay still. There it is. Got it. Right. So, yes. I do stupid nonsense bits and pieces, as we mentioned. But there are some important things that you need to think about as well. This is also related a little bit to computers. I'm a teacher in my spare time when schools are open. And sometimes you have to think about the future generations and what you might see as potential in some people. It's called Writings on the Wall. I see so much potential, so much heart and desire. You make the doubters believe again, it's to you that they aspire. But how can I take you seriously with all your dreams and plans? Cause when you printed out your CV, you went and used Comic Sans. Comic Sans, Comic Sans. It's not relaxed, it's insufferable. Comic Sans, Comic Sans. Yeah, your choice of font is flawed. Comic Sans, Comic Sans. There's really no defending it. It's the typeface of those who would chant to build a wall. It's a little bit silly but clear, so people can read what it says. Yeah, but people can also read in between lines and decide that you're off of your head. It's the font of the office joker, of your cousin with webs on his hands. And if you needed more convincing, Katie Hopkins would use Comic Sans. Comic Sans, Comic Sans. Only used by youth workers. Comic Sans, Comic Sans. Only acceptable at primary schools. Comic Sans, Comic Sans. There's really no defending it. So before Britain first recruit you, find a different font to choose. There you go. There's that one. Hello, are we back? Yeah, we're back. I think there might have been a little bit of a glitch there, but not to worry. We carry on, because as we keep saying, we're all in this together. If anybody does have elderly relatives, particularly that they're keeping in touch with via FaceTime or WhatsApp or any of those kind of things that we're doing a lot of, if you go to my page, the Eddie Johnston bit, you'll find a coronavirus bingo, which you can go to. If you print out the sheet, then you just have a chat with them, and you know, it keeps things ticking over, because there's a bunch of phrases that my parents keep on using that I don't think I've ever heard people utilise before. Things like these trying times and unprecedented situations, and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, let's just have a quick look. Okay, family's in the house, nice, good. My uncle and cousins checking out various bits and pieces that I do. I think it's probably just to keep an eye on me, to be honest. Right, I was going to do some new ones, if that's all right with you. The beauty of this is the fact that I can decide what to do, and I can ask you as an audience, but it genuinely doesn't matter. So before I do this, and we enter a little bit of daftness, if you want to, then you can donate to the Colchester Food Bank, which is what this Sober Sessions thing is raising cash for on a regular basis. So yeah, there's a donate button which you can click and donate to the Colchester Food Bank. Food banks, brilliant things that people need more and more, it seems, in these times. And this is a little bit about our present times. This is a situation that a lot of us tend to be finding us in at the moment. So I tried to think of a name for this. I couldn't really work out anything particularly clever, so you know, we went with this called Lockdown Decisions. I do have the words here just in case I forget them, but you know, we'll see how we get on. Currently in our present state in this lockdown situation, there's a unique quandary that we'd never normally mention. as we've no alternative, it's leading blokes to nightmares. Do you let your girlfriend cut your hair? Whether you're in a flat share with others or there's just two of you in the house, it takes a lot to give clippers to your fiancé, girl or spouse. So do you shave it all off bald, or leave it shaggy without a care? Or do you let your missus cut your hair? There you go, little short one, you can have that. So that was that one. All of the writing I seem to be doing at the minute seems to relate to, obviously, the situation that we're finding ourselves in, as this next one does too. This one I'm going to dedicate particularly to my future mother-in-law, because of the fact that they've just started watching. I know this because we share a Netflix account. Anybody else watch Tiger King? Any Tiger King fans in? Feel free to just post some hands up and things on the comments if you like. I did try to look for a Joe Exotic filter, but there doesn't seem to be one. So this is a song which I've entitled Tiger King versus COVID-19, because it's that kind of time. Anybody who hasn't seen Tiger King, I just need to set the context a little bit. I don't normally write country songs, but Joe Exotic does. Well, no, Joe Exotic doesn't. Joe Exotic claims to, and other people do the writing. But anyway, so this is a version of I Saw Tigers. So if you know that song, I hope you might like this one. Keep yourselves all at home, all safe and warm, watching Joe Exotic marry both Travis and John, binging Netflix's Tiger King, lost me one whole day, but seeing as Joe's on lockdown too, he'd say Carol Baskin's to blame for coronavirus. I don't think Joe understands. Coronavirus isn't Carol's to command. Coronavirus, we'll be together when we can. Avoid coronavirus and make sure you wash your hands. There you go. Little short one. That's for you, Joe, if you ever see it. Imagine if Joe Exotic saw that song. Ridiculous. But anyway. So yes, okay, sorry, I'm just looking at a couple of comments. I'm seeing the fact that, okay, she doesn't like Tiger King. Never mind. Not to worry, I still quite enjoyed it. Literally lost days to that particular show. I thought we might do another filter. Should we do another filter? Should we do another filter? What do we reckon? Let's go for, I'm scrolling to find a filter. If anyone's got any particular favourites that they like, this might become a little distracting for the song itself. What about the, oh yes, loving it. Woo! Funky stuff. Sorry, I don't know quite what that noise was. Apologies to anybody who heard that. It seemed a little bit unnecessary, some would say. Let's go with this. Sorry. This one is about one of my favourite places on earth, and one of the places where you seem to be able to go to get anything you like right now. Star Wars. I'll have a look for the Star Wars one in a minute. This is it's a song called The Magical Place. A little bit more singing. I just need to calm down a bit. Let me tell you of a magical place of wonder and opportunity, where all your hopes and dreams can come true, where the dragon's eggs and unicorn horns lie next to potpourri and barbecue tongs, and you never ever really need to queue. I first went there and found myself enraptured as time stood still. It's a good job the parking's free, cause I'd never be able to afford the bill. The middle aisle at Aldi, for everything that you'd ever need. Rollerblades and chainsaws, magic wands and +4s. In the middle aisle at Aldi, when you see it, your eyes will open wide. All the wonders you'll find when you step inside that palace full of treats and delights. Whether clothing, beds or tools, or ingredients you need for magic school, I don't think there's anything you can't find. Around the outside there's normality, bread and cereal, eggs and cheese, but in the centre's where the wonder lives, like wizard's robes and laser beams. The middle aisle at Aldi, it's what Lidl really wants to be. Water skis and bonsai trees, Boris Johnston's dignity. In the middle aisle at Aldi, Olympic medals, stalagmites, rabbit's feet and stalactites. Bert and his double bed, a flying carpet, a garden shed, a chemistry set for your pet, a talking bird, an any cassette, one ring made to rule us all, a hammock made for Mr. Tall, a bit of Alan Sugar's beard, MC Hammer's new career, magic beans, soda streams, the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, Tamagotchis and Furbies too, Ninja Turtles and Scooby-Doo, all on sale in the centre run just 4 years after really wanted one. The middle aisle at Aldi, finding things that you've only dreamed. A yoga mat for Liam Gallagher, England's last decent football manager. In the middle aisle at Aldi. Cheers. There you go, have that. Right, I'm going to get off that setting now because it's doing me head in, to be brutally honest. Anybody else? Just me? You're right, Jeff. Jeff, how you doing? Jeff's in. I'm going to try to make sure that, there we go, and we're back in the room as if we'd never left. So, this one then, this is going to be a new song. I thought I'd do a new one for you, if that's all right. Everyone okay with that? Thank you, Simon. Was that a round of applause, Simon? I'll take that. Great stuff. So, just a little bit of a reminder, we're playing this to donate to the food bank in Colchester. So, click, donate, that'd be great. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. This next one is a new one. It's so new it hasn't got a name yet. So I played it the other day on a feed, and if anybody does have any ideas for the title of the song once it's finished, please get in touch with me, because at the minute I got nothing, literally. So we'll go with this and we'll see what happens. I like this one. Stop scrolling on your phone, it's important that you know this message, I want it crystal clear. Get off Snapchat or Insta or whatever you're into. Give 3 minutes for this truth to appear. Whether family or friend, real or pretend, or someone I once added on MySpace. An alien or resident, a citizen or president, the world's becoming a more tolerant place. Because I don't really care who you fancy, no matter what colour or creed. Yeah, I don't care who they pray to, or what holy scriptures they read. I'd even go as far as to mention who they vote for won't cause us to fight. But please ensure if you want my blessing, they won't support Man United. Let's put it this way, if my child was to say they wanted to see at Old Trafford, I'd disown them that second and work out a method to fill that packed lunch with cat food. I genuinely don't mind if you're Forest or Leeds, or even the red blue side of Mersey, but I guarantee you that you'd be locked out of my flat if you turned up with that badge on a jersey. Because I don't care about your sexuality, or if you think the world's flat or round. As long as you loathe Alex Ferguson, you'll find we're on similar grounds. What's that one? I changed my mind about Mother Teresa if I found out she was a red devil. But you can feel free to sing along with me that we all can't abide Gary Neville. Throughout the last few decades, and smug faces look like Gollum. I still smile at final score when I see Man United in the losing column. There's not a reason throughout the whole season, there's not a team that I despise more. Rooney and Scholes, Brian Robson, Andy Cole, Pogba, Giggs and even Clayton Blackmore. Remember him? Awful. Because there's no other team in the whole football league who fill my heart so full of venom. Use your free choice to follow them if you must, but you'll soon be sorry when I'm gone. I'll turn my back on you and cut you out of my will. You're getting out from me, but pity, and just to spite you and Gary Neville too, I'll leave all my cash to Man City. There you go. That's for all the Man United fans out there. Jolly good. Well, not necessarily. Where was I? Ah, yes. I do realise the fact that lots of people come into sofa sessions, see loads of talented individuals. There's another guy on tomorrow night, Chris Young, back at 8 o'clock tomorrow on sofa sessions. Obviously, we do that, and then we come and watch and stuff. I appreciate there's loads of talented guys giving time up and streaming and putting songs out and all the rest of it that's around. But for now, you just got me and this. So, you know, let's make the most of it, eh? If you do like the stuff I'm doing, you can find me Eddie Johnston Bit on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all of that good stuff. And I'm doing another live stream on Sunday on my page at 4 o'clock. Eddie Johnston Bit on Facebook. You can like it and all the rest of it. I'm going to play another song in a moment, but before I do that, important bit, I need to find the filter. Star Wars was suggested. I don't think I could find that one. I could find this one that made it look like I had a moustache drawn on me, but I wasn't so keen on that one so much. That's a little bit, ooh, that's a little bit freaky, a little bit filtery. No, don't like that one. What's that one do? Is that one that makes me look like an Easter bunny or something? Yeah, not so much on that one. Oh, we've been there already. Let's go with, oh, where are you? No, it's literally like being in a lava lamp here. It's bonkers. Oh, okay. I'm a Utah Jazz fan, so we'll go with the Utah Jazz in the background. It is back to front, but that's because of the fact that I play right-handed, and I don't like people to see me play left-handed because that would be wrong. Hence the reason that's back to front. Anyway, so I've got a couple more songs for you. Let's do this one. It's been a while since I played this one, actually. This is this is a song for one of the heroes of this lockdown. At least one of the heroes if you're needing to create content and you need some comic involvement, because this is for Donald Trump. Anyone else who's a fan of Donald, this is the point. I'm just watching the live viewership gradually decrease at this particular moment in time. Sorry, what now? I'm a big fan of Donald because he makes life very easy for people writing stupid songs. You just, you know, wake up and he seems to have done something daft again. Anybody else bought shares in bleach in case Americans started injecting it into the... No? Okay. So this was written a few years ago. This is about Donald's most significant feature, his hair. This is called Syrup. I first saw you on my TV, strangest haircut that I'd ever seen. Like candy floss, cut by a barber, more logic defying than Carlos Valderrama's. So tell me, America, how can you trust a man if you can't trust his word? How can you relate to a guy who says he's honest but his hairline's that absurd? Oh, Mr. Trump, what's that on top of your head? I think I saw it moving, are you sure that it's dead? You seem to have attracted some kind of cat and it's asleep on top of your noggin. You sat at your desk on that show and picked on D-listers that no one knows. They took your flack and ignored your flannel, but no one seems to mention on your head there's a mammal. You can't be trusted because you wear a wig, so come on America, it's time to really think. Do you want a man with his finger on the button who looks like he's got a dead fox for a quiff? Oh, Mr. Trump, what's that on top of your head? I think I saw him moving, are you sure that it's dead? He seemed to have attracted some kind of cat, and it's asleep on top of your noggin. Rock out! Yeah, that's all you're getting. You said that Muslims were all terrorists and Mexicans should be kicked out. You offended almost everyone you met, bulldozing your way to the White House. They say you never trust a man with a beard because he's hiding something from his face. So how can the land of the free and the brave elect a bloke who looks like his hair came from outer space? Oh, Mr. Trump, what's that on top of your head? I think I saw it moving, are you sure that it's dead? You seem to have attracted some kind of cat, and it's asleep on top of your noggin. Oh, Mr. Trump, what's that on top of your head? I think I saw it moving, are you sure that it's dead? You seem to have attracted some kind of cat, and it's asleep on top of your noggin. There you go. There's that one and all. Right, let's get that background off. No, I don't want to look like a cat. Let's do that. Nice one. Okay, back in the room. It's quite intriguing, as I mentioned, to see the viewership gradually declining. The more and more you mention Donald Trump and see what's happening. But hey, anyway, right, I've got one more for you. One more. That's about right. Yeah, one more song. Okay. Couple of things to mention. As we mentioned before, donate to Colchester Food Bank. That's great. You can check out my stuff at www.eddiejohnstonbit.com. She's got links to all of my socials. I'm streaming on Facebook and Insta on Sunday at 4 o'clock for tea time sessions for all the family with loads of interactive bits and pieces for people to join in with. I've got one more song for you, if that's all right. This is for anyone who's an Ed Sheeran fan. Because loads of people on Sofa Sessions, they cover some amazing songs, do some amazing cover versions. I don't do other people's songs because then I go wrong and people notice. So I'm going to do this one instead. This is closest to the cover song as I'm going to get. This is for anyone who's a fan of Ed Sheeran, because we're quite similar, but not quite the same. This is called Taste of You. The club isn't the best place to find pudding, so back home is where I go. Me and my friends who want different things, they want hard drugs, I want Swiss roll. So I step out the door, head starts spinning, thinking of what I might scoff now. Head on home with my girl in tow, imagine what we might stop. And I'm singing, girl, I want some Battenberg or a Victoria sponge with a lovely cup of tea. Come and have cake with me, come and have cake with me. What about a walnut loaf or a bit of cheesecake, maybe a fondant fancy? Come and have cake with me, come and have cake with me. I'm in love with the taste of you, I'm coming round like a donut do. Although my heart rate is raising too, I'm in love with you, cakey. And last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Even though there's crumbs every time I chew, I'm in love with you, cakey. Oh I, oh I, oh I, oh I. I'm in love with you, cakey. Oh I, oh I, oh I, oh I. I wanna live in a bakery. Oh I, oh I, oh I, oh I. Seriously, give me any kind of pastry, even though I might have diabetes type 2. I'm in love with the taste of you. I've been the Eddie Johnston Bit. Thank you very much, Sofa Sessions. I'll see you again sometime. Bye. Sunday, 4 o'clock, tea time sessions on my page.